Put your girlfriend away.
Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm Kevin Kaufman. That's Fred Weaver. We're Group 4610, Arizona's premier short sale team, Southern California's premier short sale team. This is shortsalepowerhour.com. Coming to you live.
The girlfriend reference. You have to go back and watch yesterday's episode.
I won't show you my girlfriend.
So, hey, anyway, today is Wednesday, December 22nd. We hope you are having an excellent day out there today. And obviously preparing for a great Christmas weekend.
I wonder if all the people who didn't watch yesterday but saw today are going to be like Facebooking my wife and messaging my wife to see if she knows about my girlfriend.
She definitely knows about your girlfriend.
She does.
She's very well aware.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, Kevin, yesterday, actually on Monday, I promised a week full of really good stories and
BPO
content.
shenanigans, right?
Yeah, because a lot of our viewers out there say that they learn the most from us when we actually give real-life examples of what's going on. And you know what? Some of them are better than others. And, well, we're not closing 365 short sales yet a year. So I don't have one story for you for every day's episode, unfortunately.
We should try that next year.
But we do our best. I think we should definitely aim for that. But we do our best to give you some real-life examples because, well, we're in the trenches closing short sales.
True.
So this was my short sale file, but I'm just going to set it up for you. You haven't been negotiating a lot recently. You've been doing a lot with our upfront prospects and customers and bringing in listings.
Well, no, I did take over a couple files last week.
You did, and some of them I think I have to take back over. I think you're now banned at those
I yelled at
banks.
two people at one bank, but it's Flagstar Bank and nobody cares about them. The birds can poop on that building.
I'm sure birds do poop on that building.
Come on, dude. I worked with Radiant Mortgage Insurance the week before.
You did a good job.
There.
Good job.
Vince Conca and I are tight. Remind me to call him this week so we can get him for our class.
Okay. So here's the deal. I had a file with OneWest Bank,
Formerly IndyMac.
Properties located in Tempe, Arizona.
Okay.
And I think the amount owed is about $2 to $225.
$2 to $225.
Let me just ask you, because you know the values pretty well. What do you think that home might currently be worth?
In Tempe,
Yeah.
we're owed $2 to $225.
Yeah.
On the aggressive side, 60. On the high side, on the aggressive low side.
Okay.
On the aggressive high side, 85.
Okay. Well, hey, you're pretty good. And yeah, he didn't know the story. I promise. So.
Which one is it? What street name?
I don't know that, but I don't know that we should give that out either.
Probably a good call. Just
because
curious.
it wouldn't be too hard to figure out what our listings are, and I really don't want our
True.
homeowner to feel like we're talking about them that openly. They don't mind that we share their stories, but I just usually don't give out their addresses. So, anyway, the first offer comes in, Kevin, at $65,000.
Right on the money.
And the BPO comes back at
85?
Yeah, you're actually a little low there, 90.
Holy smokes.
Okay, so first of all, it's Tempe.
Did you hear I said aggressively high would be 85?
Well,
Where does 90 come from?
Now, this is a house that's located in a non-HOA subdivision, and I bring that up because it's relevant. We sell a lot of homes in HOA subdivisions, and there's, of course, square footage, floor plan, that match and all that kind of stuff.
Sure.
And those are a little easier to comp. This house is built in the 40s or 50s, right? It's got renovation done inside, but the curb appeal of the house, it's not pretty.
It needs some lipstick, as Brandon would say.
It needs some lipstick, as our buddy Brandon would say. And so anyway,
Shout out to David Baird, by the way.
I submit a BPO dispute, right?
Okay.
And the investor, who happens to be Fannie Mae, okay, I submit it through OneWest. OneWest sends it to Fannie Mae. Fannie Mae takes 3 weeks to come back because it takes a long time to look at 3 pieces of paper. And Fannie Mae comes back and says, well, we'll adjust our value from 90 down to 85. Okay? So, of course, like at that point, the buyer's not willing to come up. And so I'm keeping the buyer apprised of what's going on. And they choose to walk away at that point. I can't blame them. So we go back on the market. We price it at 85.
Okay.
No offers. We continue to drop it, et cetera, et cetera. We finally get a new offer in the last couple of weeks. And this offer, I believe, is for $62,500. It's actually less.
A little bit less than the last one, okay.
Well, there's actually more comps now. So I go back to OneWest with this offer, and he goes, well, dude, I have some good news for you. This is actually really funny. He says this to me in an email. I have some really good news for you. The BPO price has been adjusted significantly, is his word, all right? He says, check out the attachment. So I open the attachment. OneWest actually likes to put counteroffers in writing. You remember that from their good old IndyMac days. They've always done that for some reason. So I open it, and it's a counteroffer for 80. So they've adjusted from 90 to 85 down to 80, right? And I'm like, well, that's fantastic. I'm glad you come down.
Too bad the house is only worth 62.
Yeah, but now the house actually worth less than the last offer. So I submit him more comps, right? And what do you think what do you think the OneWest guy might have said?
We've already adjusted it. We can't help you.
Yeah. Oh, you're a genius.
I know.
Were you working my file? Did you steal? Did you check out the notes on this file?
No, he's just that I used to work for a bank, so what I just said was opposite to what I think they would do.
Oh, you found that like the average guy in your bank, what he would do?
Yeah, that's why I don't work for them.
So, okay, so what might you do in that situation?
If I was you or him?
Me.
I would go directly to Fannie Mae.
Yeah. Now, I could have escalated above the negotiator.
No, but you know what, though? There's a point, though. That negotiator is clearly dumb.
Well, he's clearly abiding by the rules.
Right. No, he's not willing to think outside of what's right in front of him. Whether he's telling the truth or not about we can only do this once, I don't know. I've never heard that before. So, but it might be a guideline. Maybe it's a OneWest guideline. But I would, you know what? It goes back to my patience level is like that much right now with negotiators. And so I'm of the mindset if I give you one opportunity to do your job right, and then I'm done with you, and I'll just go either to your boss, who if they're employed by OneWest Bank, likely isn't intelligent either. And so I'm going to go ahead and go to Fannie Mae, which granted, the odds of finding somebody there intelligent, maybe not that great either, based on their earnings.
But so here's what happened. So I went to Fannie, right? Got bounced around to lots of departments because truthfully, Fannie's not a lender that I've got a lot of great contacts at, or an institution, excuse me, not a lender, but an institution. I guess they kind of are a lender, but
not
whatever.
Freddie Mac.
Freddie Mac is a little easier to find people. But so anyway, I finally get word back in an email that my file and my BPO dispute's been sent to their reconciliation department or whatever level, and that I can contact OneWest Bank for updates. So I let my negotiator know that. And of course, just, kind of like yesterday's story, he wasn't obviously taking credit for it, but he's like, oh, that's great. And it just proved to me again how when I listen to a negotiator, how dumb I actually am personally. Yeah. Like, I'm not attacking other people right now. How dumb I am when I listen to a negotiator.
Agreed.
Because 2 days worth of examples in a row, it just proves that the negotiator actually has no authority. None.
I was sharing something with a couple nights ago. I was at my brother's house and we were having dinner, and I was talking to him. We were talking about short sales, and we were talking about a negotiator he's working with another bank that remains nameless in our show. And
that bank.
Yes,
the nameless bank.
The nameless bank. And so we talked about something, and I was sharing with him a saying that you and I have said. It came from a former employee of ours, which is...
Oh, it's one of those things. Okay.
Not that saying. You never accept a no from somebody who does not have the authority to give you a yes. And what I mean by that, or what Sherry meant by that in the beginning, and you and I have used this in our classes for the last few years, is that when you're being told no by a negotiator, no, you can't adjust the value, no, we can't approve this fee, no, we can't approve that fee, no, your file's declined, no, we can't do this. Don't accept that from them because they don't have the authority to actually approve anything anyway. So it could be the perfect offer. You could have an offer for 10% over BPO with no fees. You could be taking 0% commission, and they still don't have the authority to approve it. So why would you, in turn, accept a no from them? It's just a question.
I don't know. I'm baffled.
All right, so if you want to know why.
No, I actually know why.
Friday. I'm going to tell you guys again. Friday, January 21st. 2011, Brian Gubernick, Home Helper Consultants, Fred Weaver, Kevin Kaufman, Group 4610, Arizona's premier short sale team, are teaching short sales uncensored, the dirty, naked truth of what banks do not want you to know. What I mean by that...
Oh, Kevin, keep it on, please. Please.
What they don't want you to know is how to get MI contact information and negotiate promissory notes. They don't want you to know how to get in touch with Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac or the VA or FHA. But you know what? Me, Fred, and Brian have talked about this, and we're going to share with you how to do that because we're tired of us being the only ones and a select few people knowing. So we're going to share with you our secrets on Friday, January 21st, 2011. You can sign up here on this page. You know how to do it. Click on the front page, go to the events tab. We're ready to wrap it up. 1, 2, 3.
Short sale power hour. Short sale power hour.
Crush it.
Crush it.